Hi, welcome to True Day One, True, a 21-day self-coaching journey. Welcome. If you missed yesterday's video, just to kind of give you an idea of what to expect, over the next 21 days, I'm going to be coaching you. I'm going to be presenting you with some really practical, common sense coaching questions to help you to introspectively look at your life and specifically look at 21 key life areas so that you can really just establish a clear plan for making your life epic this year and making 2022 your best year ever. As I mentioned in yesterday's preview video, I'm a big advocate for having mentors, for looking outside ourselves for answers. But I actually think that what must come before seeking answers on the outside is to first seek answers from within. And from my experience, one of the best ways to do that comes through asking ourselves some really strategically thought out questions to help us to really go inside ourselves and find out what's important to us. I see a lot of people who will, go down a road where they get to it and kind of they're like, is this it? Because what they've done is they've taken the advice or the guidance of a mentor who said, hey, I think you should do this. And they've done that. And at the end of it, that has not felt right for them. Because what might be happiness for you might be completely different for someone else. What might constitute a dream life for one person might not constitute a dream life for you. I believe that happiness is an art form. As Tony Robbins says, as I mentioned yesterday, success is a science. Knowing how to learn to drive, there's a science to that. But knowing how to be happy, it doesn't matter what the books say. What makes every single individual person happy can be and is often completely different. So on this next 21 days, grab a notepad, come with a fresh notepad and a fresh open mind. Get prepared for a fresh perspective on your life. This is not about me, this is about you. Over the next 21 days, by the end of this 21 days, I believe you're going to have a clear plan roadmap to make this year the best year ever, especially when it comes to knowing what's important to you on the inside. So we're going to kick things off with one of my favorite life areas to work on, and an area that I've spent probably the most amount of time in my life working on, which is health. For me, I believe that most people don't spend enough time looking at this area. I believe that 98% of the planet who aren't in shape know what to do. I think everybody really knows what to do when it comes to their health. But like Les Brown says, common sense is not always common practice. So what we're going to do in this area, if you're a person who already has optimal health, good, I'm glad you're here, because this is going to help you raise your standards even higher. And for those of you that might be struggling and might feel a bit challenged in the health area, this is going to help you get really clear on what is going to be the plan for you, what you're going to need to do to make your health great this year. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dive into my slides, because I have some beautifully prepared slides for you to see, so that you can when you are making notes, you can actually see the questions on the screen, which will make it easier for you to process the question. So here we go. So you should be able to see my screen there. So obviously we're starting with health, and what I want you to do is I want you to grab a fresh notepad, and I don't need you to necessarily write down the question or the statement, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to present a statement or a question on the screen, and I just want you to answer the first thing that comes up. Don't overthink it, just go with the first thing that comes up. So the first statement or question regarding the area of health is this one. My ideal health looks like. So I want you to write down, just bulletproof form, if you think about your ideal health, like the ideal, best, healthiest, most vibrant, energetic version of you, what does that look like? Take a moment and write some stuff down. So what does your ideal health look like? Is your body going to be different? Is your diet going to be different? What does your ideal health look like? Don't overthink it. And if you're watching live, feel free to put in the comment box if you want to, what your answers are to this. If you feel like sharing with everybody else, that's totally cool. That'd be amazing. Feel free to put that in the chat. So what does your best health look like? Okay, next. My ideal health feels like. So this might bring up some different answers. It might bring up the same, or it might bring up some different answers. What does your ideal health feel like? How would you feel if your health was the best that it's ever been? How would you feel then versus how you maybe feel now? Maybe you'll have more energy. Maybe your moods will be better. Maybe you'll have more sleep and you'll just wake up feeling better. How will your ideal health feel? What will that feel like? Write that down. Can't see you right now, but I'm imagining there's some serious concentration phases to what we're presenting on the screen. Okay, feel free to keep writing on this one if you're there. Those of you that are a little bit ahead of the game, I'm going to bring up the next one. So the next one is, for my ideal health to become a reality this year, I'd have to stop. So for my ideal health to become a reality this year, I'd have to stop. What would you have to stop doing? What are some habits you'd have to stop doing? Maybe you'd have to stop eating junk food. Maybe you'd have to stop. What would you have to stop doing? Maybe you have to stop complaining about that you don't like how your body is. I don't know. For your ideal health to become a reality this year, what would you have to stop doing? Stop procrastinating on joining the gym. Stop procrastinating on going running when you said you would in the morning. I don't know. What for your ideal health to become a reality this year, what would you have to stop? Go ahead and write some things down. And again, feel free to put it in the comments box if you wish. Okay, next one. Slides are running a bit slow. Okay, next one. For my ideal health to become a reality this year, I'd have to start. So for your ideal health to become a reality this year, what would you have to start doing? So we've looked at the stop doing. We've kind of got a bit of clarity on what you'd have to stop doing. For your ideal health to become a reality this year, what would you have to start doing? I'd have to start going to the gym. I'd have to start buying healthier foods. I'd have to start eating healthier foods. I'd have to start preparing my meals for the office. I'd have to start actually using that gym membership that I've been paying for For your ideal health to become a reality this year, what would you have to start doing? Okay, next. A person or persons that already have my desired result that I could ask for help include. So, who do you know or who do you know of who already has your ideal health that you could ask for help? Maybe it's a personal trainer. Maybe there's a friend that is a fitness enthusiast or that is, they eat great, healthy, clean food. Maybe there's a group of people that you know that go to the gym and you've met them and they have, in your opinion, they have the kind of health that you would want, and you could ask them for help. Who is a person or persons that you already, who you know already have your desired result that you could ask for help? Maybe there's a fitness club or a boot camp that you know. Who do you know that already has your ideal, desired result? Okay, we're almost done. Next question or statement. The long-term consequences of not achieving my ideal health are? What are some of the long-term consequences? Years ago, I sold a gym membership to a lady, and to cut a very long story short, she was quite standoffish and a little bit rude when she first walked in the door. By the end of the tour, she was in tears, telling me that she needed to join the gym because her and her husband had not been physically intimate for months, and she knew that if she didn't lose weight, it was going to seriously compromise their marriage. That is a very, very powerful emotional long-term consequence. Now you might go, Miles, that's too extreme and full on for me. That's absolutely fine. But what are some consequences of you not achieving your ideal health? Good friend of mine found out a few years ago he had sleep apnea. His heart was stopping beating when he was asleep. And he realized as he was just about to become a father that if he didn't lose weight and prevent this heartbeat irregularity, he might not see his daughter grow up. What are the long-term consequences of you not achieving your ideal health? Go ahead and write those down. Okay. Hopefully you've got some things down. Next one. With optimal health, my life will be better in the following ways. So now I've kind of put you down a negative road and got you all depressed, thinking about you dying too young. Which, by the way, the reason why we do that is because most people are motivated more to get away from pain than they are to get into pleasure. It's why people book holidays to get out of cold weather, to get into warm weather, because they want to get away from something, right? So there was a reason for that. Those of you that are more motivated towards, here's your question. With optimal health, my life will be better in the following ways. How will your life be better with great body, with great health, with being more vibrant, being more having more vitality? How will your life be better? Write down some other ways that you can come up with. Okay, hopefully you've got some things down. And then what I think is the last question of today, just to reduce the overwhelm of thinking, oh my God, now I've got so much to think about. Miles has opened this health can of worms. Chinese proverb says a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. What is a small step that you can take today towards achieving my ideal health this year? All starts with one small step. So from everything that you've heard on this coaching session today, a small step that I will take today towards helping me achieve my ideal health this year is, what is that? What is one thing you could do? Renew the gym membership. Put the gym clothes at the bottom of the bed. Put a whiteboard up in your kitchen that has your fitness goals for the year and the reasons why you're doing it. Call a friend and arrange days of the week that you're going to start running together. What is one small step you could take today that would help you towards achieving your ideal health this year? Okay, so last thing that I want to do is I want to give you some accountability. I am going to be your coach for the next 21 days. So here's what I would like for you to do. I would like for you to put your action that you're committed to taking today into the comments underneath this video. And I will see those comments, and it enables me to know, and everybody else that's watching the broadcast to know, that you have publicly made your commitment. I believe that most people keep their goals to themselves because if they fail, there will be a lower amount of judgment. From experience, I found that when we publicly declare our goals to the world, putting them on social media, for example, it makes us more committed because we then don't want to be the one who doesn't follow through on that goal or that outcome. So it's very, very motivating to put your goal out in public because it's kind of like saying, I'm all in. There's nothing worse than having a goal and being half in, half out. So be all in. So right now, put your action in the comments underneath. I can see some of you doing that already, so that I know that you have made a commitment that you are going to make that first step towards improving your health this year. So that is it. That's all we're going to be doing on these coaching sessions. Very, very common sense, but not common practice. Short, sharp, to the point videos working on every area of you over the next 21 days so that we can ensure that 2022 truly is your best year yet. I hope you've enjoyed today. Make sure you put your action in the chat. If you know that there's a friend or a relative or someone you know that would benefit from watching these trainings, tag them in this video so that they can get as well. And you yourself make sure that you've hit subscribe or you've hit the notification bell if you're watching on YouTube so that you know when we're live. But we'll be back here, same place, same time, tomorrow night, 6 p.m. We'll be working on a second area of you. For now, let's make 2022 your best year yet. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.